Hello, and welcome to Homeward Bound, our D&D adventure. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching this. It really means a lot that you want to listen to us nerds play D&D. Secondly, if you're only listening to this, I recommend checking out the video when a new character is introduced. There are some cool visuals we're using, but because we were using them, I neglected to verbally describe some of them. So if you're an audio-only listener, know that there's some cool art. In the future, I will be describing things in more detail for audio listeners. And lastly, if you like this, be sure to like, subscribe, maybe throw some money at the Patreon, but more importantly, please go check out the cast in the respective areas of the internet. They're all great at what they do, so go show them some support. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. And without further ado, here's the show. Perfect. So they didn't hear the end of the butt.
Oh, what a tragedy. A true tragedy.
Here I thought it was the perfect entrance, and instead it's just audio issues. Are we surprised?
Twitch life.
Hashtag Twitch life. Hi guys, how's it going?
Good, Cody. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Also very nervous and terrified. But hopefully we have fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, if anything, that's what we're here to do, you know?
Yes. And hopefully we do. I guess, hey, for those people who don't know who are here, we've got kind of like a mix of people. We'll go clockwise with Justin. And then down around, and we'll talk about who people are. Justin, who are you?
Hi, I'm Justin. I'm 30 years old. He, him. I've been playing games and role-playing game alike since I've been about 4 years old, and I'm really excited to play today. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Bees.
Hey, I'm Bees. I used to be known on the internet as Bonbeesly, and then I made a bad decision on Twitch and changed my name. I am 42. I am the only person from the United States in this game. They're all Canadians. I make dice. I have a shop, Goblin and Bees Magic Shop, SHOPPE. I play a lot of video games. That's it. Blair.
Yeah, I'm Blair. I haven't played D&D since university, which has been like almost 10 years ago now. So I don't remember much. And yeah, I stream on Twitch and I paint minis. I actually did paint my character, but the pictures are not very good. So AI took picture. Wait, which wrong way? Anyway, I don't know what else to say about myself. I play random games. I draw stuff. Go ahead, Britt.
Hi, I'm Goblin/Brit. I am a variety video game streamer on Twitch. Although I have no affiliation with the shop Goblin and Bees. I would love to be Bees' shop manager if she ever needed one, because I think two ADHD gals trying to run a business would be hilarious. We get nothing done. I got into D&D just before quarantine and all that stuff. Played so much D&D over that period of time. I've had 4 campaigns in a week at some point. So excited to get started with new friends. I'm really, really excited. She, her. Tag on at the end.
Oh, I forgot to put pronouns on this screen.
Forgivable.
For next time. Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
Introduce yourself.
Oh, me? Well, I'm Rourke too. I'm running this game. I've been playing D&D and assorted RPGs since the dawn of time. No, since I was in high school. So, hopefully it's all right. Hopefully I've learned a thing or two in these over 15 years. Yeah. I guess you guys just want to get into it. Let's begin with a scene. We open on a quaint little village here. I'm going to switch scenes so you guys can see the scene, the village, blurry in our background. Here we see a nice little village. Midday, a lot of people going about their daily business and setting up for a festival. Cheer is in the air, and people putting up decorations and those long string of triangles that I can't remember the name of.
Bunting.
Bunting. Lots of bunting going up. And yeah, just we kind of get this shot of going through the streets as we end up on this nice garden. Bees. What's your character's name, and where do they live? What? Talk to us about your garden.
Okay. My character's name is Amanita. She is a gnome with wild red hair, and she would be at present probably tending to the garden outside. The snow doesn't exactly agree with all of her plants, but she's been winterizing. She already winterized most of them. So she's just out there making sure they're surviving the frost. She lives in a little cottage, very small. The garden area is actually much larger than the cottage, like 3 times. There's also some unusual trees growing near the back. Yeah.
Nice. And what is she currently doing when the camera gets to her?
She'd be kneeling down, kind of looking at some smaller green, like ground cover type plants and humming a song to herself.
Nice. Well, your your song is perhaps interrupted by a grumble from a large old man, your neighbor Jeffethy. You all set for the winter?
When he grumbles, I pretend not to hear it, but then when he speaks, since it would just be outright rude to ignore him, she just kind of looks up and says, yes, of course I am. I'm just making sure that everybody out here is doing okay. How about you, Jeffethy?
Oh yeah, I've got my winter stocks all planted and ready to go. Ready for spring harvest. You should probably think of some better crops there. Those ones over there are wilting. They're not really.
I stand up and
just
brush snow off my hands and my knees and look at him and smile very sweetly. What exactly are you planting in winter to harvest in the spring?
Oh, root vegetables, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish you the best of luck there, Jeffethy. And I'm not worried about those plants over there. They're not wilting. That's how they're supposed to look. But thanks. She kind of like sidesteps to try and step around him.
Yeah. And you from a distance, coming up behind Jeffethy, is another a face you may not have seen in a very long time. A man. Well, here's a question for you. Do the spore people have gender?
On their own, no, but they assume the gender of whatever vessel they are using.
Cool. Well, this guy has been in this vessel for a while, and he's just wandering through town, kind of looking at the sights. He looks a little lost, but Jeffethy definitely gives him an eye, and he's like, "Whoa, well, have a good day," and he like walks away from this character, but like bids you adieu. Perturbed by this gentleman who's walking around. He doesn't recognize you, but you recognize him. His name is Moral. He's taken the form from a wizard who had passed recently. Well, not recently, ages ago. And yeah, he's walking by. Do you engage?
Well, that would depend. How does she recognize this person? Is this a friend?
He's-
Is this family?
He's been in this vessel for a very long time. You may have met him long ago, but he doesn't seem to recognize you.
I haven't been in this one for very long. I mean, I guess I would engage. Would she? I mean, are they just like an acquaintance?
From how close? Actually, you tell me. How close are they?
You can't just bring this on me.
Yeah. Is this
Okay.
someone you want to know? How
Um,
close are they to you? How close is your are the people that you
Okay,
come
so
from?
then this would be someone from her colony then that she has lost,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
They're all very close because they all kind of function as the idea is a single entity essentially. So she will see him and but not until Jeffethy reacts. And she has a kind of distasteful look on her face because that's not how you should acknowledge people when you see them.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he walks off, she heads over to Moral there and, kind of quietly says, hello, Moral, what are you doing here?
He's like a little startled, looks down at you because he's regular human height. He's like, "Oh, can I help you?"
Moral, it's me, Amanita. Hi.
Oh, where have you been? And he opens his arms to like hug you, but like doesn't go for it. Like,
she doesn't either.
when
When
the hands like just go behind his back, and then
yeah, she kind of like
plays it cool.
wraps her arms around, like folds her arms over her chest. I've been wandering a really long time, looking for everyone. You left me in the woods ages ago.
Oh, I've been a little lost too. I haven't seen anybody from the colony in many years.
Well, why don't you come inside? Come, we can talk where it's warmer and more private. And she'll kind of usher him back towards her cottage.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and as you guys chat and maybe reminisce a little, what do you talk about? How deep does it get? 'Cause he's just gonna tell you how he's been wandering from place to place. with my form, it's hard for people to accept me as uh, as other people. You know, I've just been kind of wandering around. You've got a nice place here, though.
I mean, yeah, she'll ask like if they got separated from the colony around the same time.
Mhm. Yeah, it
Why?
definitely seems like the same time.
Okay. Why haven't you found a more ideal vessel?
Oh, I like these old bones.
A different vessel might make it so people are a little friendlier.
Oh, well, I'd rather move than go through the trouble of finding or making a new host. I'll ride this one until it's decrepit.
That's fair. We all make our own choices with these things. I was essentially wandering for a very long time too, until I got tired of it and found this place that they're trying to build up a nice community, and I thought I could help, and decided to settle and hopefully run into family at some point. And here you are. I haven't been here long, only a few months.
I'm I'm sorry I don't have better news on how to get back to our family, but well, maybe we can look together. Well, at least I'll know where to find you when I find them, if you're comfortable. Looks around.
Of course, I'd leave anything behind to find them again. So I'd love to know what's happened to them. But you can stay here a while and rest, and I'll get you some food and anything else you might need, so you can go out more prepared.
That would be lovely. It looks like there's a bit of a party starting up.
It's a festival, a town festival.
Mhm.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll definitely go to that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I'll probably go take a look around town. There's a knock on the door. He looks and
I'd go to answer it.
outside is a well-dressed gentleman in a nice trench coat, dark blue. He's got a goatee and like slicked black hair. He's just like, oh, flips over a book. Amanita? Got a little handbook note.
Yes. How can I help you?
Puts this note in the pocket. I've been inquiring around about who might be best to help me with a case. Would you be able to come in and help me? Sorry. And he flashes his badge. He's just like, Detective Dark. I could use your expertise. If not, I can go get that other guy, Jeffathy, I think his name is.
Oh no, I'd be more than happy to help you. I don't know what you're investigating, but I'm sure you'd rather have accurate information.
I would. Great. I'll meet you at the coffee house.
When?
Around noon. That's a couple hours from now.
Sure. May I ask what this is about, or do you want to wait until then?
I'd like to wait to save it. I've got another couple stops to make, and I'd like to not repeat myself.
Sure. Well, see you then. Thank you. She closes the door and looks at Moral like, do you like coffee?
Sure. Then we'll cut to who's next? We go out the window. The camera like looks past the two into a window and then looks out into the forest, where you can see like the tree line where all of the loggers from the village go out into the morning, and none have gone out today, so that might be something that some of you notice for those of you who care. But we do like a pan of the tree line until we see a face. A horrible face. And this face it just stares at us for a second. And then we cut to behind a badger man looking out to this creature who is staring at him from the tree line. He's staring out through the window of a kitchen. This creature dips away, and then the camera kind of turns to see Oliver. Oliver, can you describe yourself and what you might be doing in a kitchen?
Yeah, Oliver is like an older gentleman. He's about 50, I would say, maybe 55. He has a family, and his wife recently passed away, and his 3 children kind of are all grown up and they're doing their own thing. And so he wanted to continue being a useful human being and not sure how to continue to do that. So he moved to this quiet frontier town to continue his studies, and I assume that I'm making coffee.
How are you making coffee? Because I know you have an item.
It's pour over, baby. You know it's pour over. It's the most meticulous thing you've ever seen. He does it with such precision of like a person that has been doing this since as long as they can remember. He doesn't, when they need to like have like the little weight scale under it. No, he knows exactly. He can feel it in his palms. He knows exactly how much coffee he puts it in there. He's pouring it over. He's watching it slowly drip, slowly drip, slowly drip. And then he pours over one more time. He takes it off. He kind of taps it over whichever receptacle he has in the house, and he puts the little the grounds in there to compost them later. And he picks up the cup of coffee and he kind of sniffs it, puts it under his nose, and he sniffs it. And he's staring at this awful, awful thing out his window.
Yeah, the awful creature like dashes back into the tree line.
Okay.
Quite the sight, but.
Can I open like my front door and go take like a better look? Or was it by my front door? Is it like backwoods behind my house?
Yeah, it's like wherever your kitchen is facing. So
I would say the backyard then. I think that's creepier. Yeah. I think the backyard forest is way creepier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you go to open your door. But then the most horrible thing of all, children. Yes, specifically your 3 children.
They're so cute.
My kids are here.
Your kids are here.
Aww.
They're all like, "Hey, Dad."
What in the heck are you doing here? He kind of like he almost drops his coffee, but he would never. He would never.
So their names, Veritor, Croat, and Mulworth. In that order, let's say. Yeah, they're all there. They go to give you a hug and like,
I
we
embrace them. I hold the coffee up one hand and I give them a one-armed hug, and then I offer them some coffee if they want to come sit down. I want to know what the heck they're doing here.
Yeah, they oblige, obviously. Yeah, I would love some coffee. Yeah, that'd be great. It's a little cold out here, so the hotter the better. Yeah, and they kind of like take turns changing, but they've all got the same voice because it's easy for me.
Of course.
Yeah, hey, we all had a winter break off, so we were gonna get together, but we figured we could just make the trip out here to your place.
Well, come
only a couple
on
days.
I oblige them. I pull out some chairs around the table, and I get out my bigger pour over coffee machine, and I boil some water, and I get everyone a cup of coffee, and I'm sliding them over. I'm asking them how their studies are.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, they tell you everything. They're doing great. Maybe the middle child is not doing as great as the others, but he's taking a harder course. You know, he's trying harder. But yeah, he's yeah, you guys have a good, half an hour to an hour catch up before there's a knock on your door.
I open it.
The similar the gentleman as described before, Detective Dark, who you know from the coffee shop probably.
Mm-hmm. I say, Detective, what can I do for you?
Hello, Oliver. How are you doing today?
Good. My children have come to visit. They
No.
don't tell me. They don't tell me things. They don't tell me things.
They never call, right?
Well, I mean, you could have sent a letter. They clearly coordinated this, but they don't tell me.
It was a surprise, Dad.
Listen, I'm talking to the detective. You can be quiet back there, okay? Thank you. Anyway, continue, Detective.
Yes. I need your help with a case. There's something has happened, and I would like your expertise.
I mentioned the very creepy wolf that I saw in my backyard, but maybe that's something we can talk about later, Detective.
He's like, he just nods, and yeah, it may be related.
Okay, before you cut away from me though, when I agree to do this, there's like a hammer sitting right by the door.
Yeah.
In the one hand I got my coffee, and in the other hand I pick up the hammer and I say, "I'll meet you there."
Yes. Let's meet for lunch at the coffee shop. I've got a couple other stops to make along the way.
Deal. Love that place.
Get the children situated, and we'll meet you there. Yeah, we close the door, and then let's who's next? It is Bloom. So we get we close the door and go out over the village again. Same kind of scene that everybody's setting up and joy, but then like we go past the village into like the snowy, sparsely treed area, out to someone walking up the road. And what does Bloom look like as they travel towards town?
Yeah, so you would see a small, like very small, probably like 2.5 feet, axolotl, like anthropomorphic axolotl person. Kind of a pinky purple hue, this weird kind of lavender hued, almost like a birthmark or pattern on the top of their head that's kind of in the shape of a flower, which is where they got their name Bloom from. They're not wearing much clothes. Like, they have on furry boots and mittens and like a bright pink cape, but are just naked other than that. Typical axolotl, no eyelids, so like these beady little black eyes, very cute. Just kind of like prancing, definitely got a pep in their step as they're kind of like prancing into town.
Yeah, kind of behind them, we also see the harem. Not just four, but like a small tribe of similar axolotl people. Just, kind of following behind, but they're starting to like set up a little picnic area. And the one of them comes over. Oh, Bloom, we'll get situated here. Just make sure it's okay. We can show up for the festival. We'd all love to kind of integrate with the family or the village.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Everyone there's so nice. They'll really love you guys. Don't worry.
Oh, good. It should be good. We can start integrating after that, maybe, and then it would be nice to get away from the cold riverside and.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely not much warmer there, but, the people there, they warm your heart at the very least. They're so nice. Well, maybe most of them are. There's a few people I'm working on, but for the most, they're pretty great.
Okay. Well, we'll be there for the festival. Let us know if it's not okay. Otherwise, we'll see you tonight.
Okay, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
All right. He turns around and starts playing his guitar as other people set up and they're unloading
little
picnic baskets.
Wiggle dance as they start to play.
Yeah.
Start wiggle walking away.
He plays you out. And yeah, you follow the road into town a little more, and you see as you enter town, you look at your old friend. How do you say this name, by the way? I want to get it right.
Gwendil, but she just goes by Gwen.
Cool.
Yeah.
You see.
I'm so excited to see her.
You see your friend Gwen.
She's too cute.
The too adorable dwarven child, carrying some bags. As she's, you don't know what she's up to. She gets up to like whatever she wants during the day, I assume. A hardy dwarven child can survive in the winter. She doesn't have a beard, so her hair is definitely braided. Yeah. Comes over. Hey,
I'll run over
Blue?
to her as I see her, and whatever she's packing, like I'll try and take half of it and like sling it over my shoulder and carry half of it for her.
Yeah.
Where are you going, Gwen?
Give her a little like nuzzle in a little bit.
I just got some sweets from the coffee shop as
Sweets.
Mm-hmm. She's got she wipes a little chocolate from her mouth.
Got any extra?
Sure. Pulls out a little bit to share.
Gobble up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing today? Are your mom and dad working, or are they helping with the festival at all?
Yeah, I think they're just at home. Today something happened. I think they said they're on vacation now. No trees to cut today, I guess.
Something happened and they're on vacation. That must be something good.
Probably.
Sounds exciting.
Vacation time for the festival. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, she goes to her house and follow her along. It's not far. You guys chat about how fun the festival is going to be, I'm sure.
I point out all of the like nice colorful things that are being hung and just like get very excited and hyped with her.
Yes. You guys are so caught up in your delight and childish joy. You run into a man.
Gross.
Yes. Weirdly hot boy.
Hello.
I described him earlier as he's either young and very tired and stressed, or old and has taken very good care of himself. But yes, you bump into his leg as he's like has a book in his hand. It's like, oh, you.
Oh,
What do you-
hi, Gunter.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to leave.
Why would I leave? We're just excited for the festival. I'm bringing a whole bunch of my harem, and we're gonna add so much joy. And we all play music. Well, I don't play music, but they play music, so it'll just add all of this festival cheer. It's
We already
it'll be
have
really
a
fun.
musician.
Well, they'll just
And he like gestures over to this this guy sitting on a stage. He's got like short curly red hair and like all green. He's playing like a little violin.
I'm sure he's great, but he could probably use like some backup. He's just one guy with a violin. That's not very like, how you gonna do a jig to a violin? You just need some help.
He just gives you a look, and then like
I don't
Gwen's just
feel like you have a reason to say no.
They're all so fun. Don't be a loser, Gunther.
Yeah, Gunter, don't be a loser.
I don't have time to deal with you today. There's too much to set up. You can see the veins maybe on his head.
It's okay. You just don't even think about it. You won't even know we're here. I'll tell them not to bring their instruments. They'll just come and enjoy if that's what you want. You don't even have to worry about it. Pretend this never happened. Bye, Gunter. Start to skip away.
Yeah, he like looks to a nearby guard. This is like, perhaps we need to up security as well. As he goes away. Yeah. And yeah, as you as you're finally reaching the town or the Gwen's house, you see a man approach. And he's got his flip book there. Detective Dark asks, "Oh, is it Bloom?"
Hello, yeah, hi. That's me.
Hi, Detective Dark. He goes to offer a hand, and I've been told that you are a traveler from a nomadic tribe, I believe.
Yes, that is true.
Checks
And I'll like
his
reach
notes.
up like a squishy little hand to shake his.
Yeah, he shakes it gently but firm. You know, he's not a limp noodle shaker.
And Bloom definitely is a limp noodle shaker.
Oh,
He's not
that's
very-
awful. I hate it. He makes a mental note to never shake your hand again.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. So I could use your help. Something quite strange has happened, and I'm hoping that your how to put it, your worldly nature might be able to lend some insight.
I am sure my worldly nature will absolutely be of great value to you, sir. And hey, if I help, this will help the town. You'll tell Gunter about it, probably, right?
It
If
will
it helps
certainly
town, it
help
helps
the
Gunter.
town.
So you'll tell him, and he'll like me.
I'll put in a good word.
Perfect. Yep, I'm in. Sign me up.
No promises on changing his demeanor. He's got to stick up his ass all the time.
I'm very persistent.
But
I will change that.
he does fund most of this though, so you know, can't hate it too much. But a smile every now and again would be nice.
I agree. Is his face stuck like that, you think?
Um,
I've never seen any expressions.
I've seen some other expressions, but different shades of concern or stress.
Well, we should change that. Maybe the festival today will help. Maybe that'll cheer him up. But yeah, I would love to help.
Hopefully. If nothing goes wrong, maybe he'll be in better spirits.
I don't think anything will go wrong. It's a festival. It can only be fun.
Well, yes. I have one more stop to make, but I'll meet you at the coffee shop if that's all right. Do you drink coffee?
No, but I was going to go there and get snacks, so that's perfect.
Plenty of snacks there. All right. Well, I'll see you there in a bit.
Okay, bye!
And then we shift from there in like the kind of the middle of the festival area, and then to some arriving horses with people on them, heading into a large stable type area. On the side of it, it's got the big letters DMV, the Department of Mounts and Vehicles. And we go through the door as one of a new arrival opens it for us, into like a little waiting area with someone at the front desk. Imnara, what's going on?
I'm playing Imnara, and she's just at the desk, talking to the next customer coming in to the stable, saying like, "You got a license for that? Do I need to sign you up here?"
What is she wearing and or look like currently?
She's always got on her signature purple cloak. She's always wearing it. That's how people recognize her around town. She's otherwise like young, fairly young, like late 20s ish. Yes.
So as you finish with your the current customer, someone comes up to your counter, a friendly face. The an old orcish man, Olgar. Your blacksmith friend.
Oh yeah, Olgar, how are you doing? What brings you here today?
I was hoping to see if I could get your help. Now I had some paperwork. The other clerk here, she was trying to tell me that I couldn't register myself as a beast of burden to pull my own cart. Look at me. I could pull a cart. I do.
Of course you can, Olgar.
Like all the overhead on trying to feed an animal and take care of it. What if it gets hurt? Then I gotta go to the veterinarian. Go see a druid or something. I don't have the time or money for this. Can you help your old friend Olgar out?
Of course, Olgar. Anything for my old friend. Where are your papers? Let me go through the standing and all the things.
Yeah. And in classic bureaucratic form, there's no real way to register a person as a beast. It's atypical, but how do you go about making that work?
I describe it as I don't even know. Just a new, a very rare beast.
Oh, okay.
That people don't really know, so they can't really fact check me.
Gotcha.
or fact check the paper, and just like
like
fudge
exotic.
the facts a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Exotic animal, not normally around here.
Gotcha.
But it's very burly and very strong. It's basically like a bull, but just like fudge the facts a little bit there.
Yeah. Perfect. It's gonna cost them a little more for the exotic creature tax, but like less than owning an actual horse. So
yeah.
He's like, all right, I guess that works. Thank you so much.
No problem, Olgar.
And then over your shoulder, from behind, there is another character, Anita. She looks over your shoulder. Oh, I don't think you can do that. That's not proper. He's clearly right here in front of me.
Anita, butt out. You are not part of the DMV. You're part of the business licensing department. All right, just mind your own business.
It's all under the same umbrella.
No. Like, stick to your own department, Anita. Please, just
this is
get away from my counter.
But I'm going to report you.
You don't know what name this is under. You don't know what number claim this is. I shuffle the papers so she can't tell.
Yeah. Oh! She tries to peek, but
no. Too bad. You can't see it now. Just mind your own business. Go license some other businesses.
Yeah, she grumbles and stomps away. You'll be hearing from our manager.
No. Greg's fine with me. We're cool.
Perfect. So she shuffles off, and you finish Olgar's paperwork. And yeah, with after Olgar's done. Oh, thank you, Nara. If you ever need any help at the blacksmith, just let me know. I'll see what I can do for you too.
Of course. No problem, Olgar. Thank you. Have a good day.
And then your next customer has a notebook in hand and is flipping through it. And hello, Imnara?
Yes, that is I.
Hi, Detective Dark. You might have seen me around town. I think I need your help. My records show that you are skilled in particular types of magic.
Yes, I am. I mean, I got kicked out of school for a bit there, but I took it back up. What can I do for you, Detective?
Oh, no judgment here. It's just your advice I'm looking for. I've got a case that could use your help in your particular field, I suspect.
Sure, yeah. What do we want to talk about this somewhere else? I mean, I'm kind of still working right now.
Yes. Do you have lunch?
Yeah. I have lunch coming up.
Meet me at meet me for lunch when the time arrives at the coffee shop.
All right, will do.
All right, thank you. He moves out of the way, and it's almost lunch. Few minutes, but yeah, we'll follow Detective Dark out, and then zoom to the coffee shop. What was the coffee shop's name? Cal's Potions and Premium Blends. Who is the first to arrive?
Oh, me. I'm there. I love Cal. So
cool.
Me and Cal are just talking it up at the bar.
Nice.
I'd probably get there soon after because I had a little bit of Gwen snacks and needed more. So I'll walk her home, hang out for a few minutes, and then rush over.
Cool. Well, here is Cal, owner of the Cal's Potions and Premium Blends. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Oliver, your usual?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I need double to act. Yeah, make it a double. The kids showed up today. Did you hear this? Did you hear this? My kids showed up today.
I didn't. I had a couple people who looked like you as come in early this morning for a couple cups of coffee. I assume they're related.
They tell me they're on vacation or a winter break or something, but you know, they could have sent a letter ahead. They could have sent a letter. They didn't send a letter ahead. That's all I'm saying.
Children. Well, I'll get you what I can. And you, little one. He points to Bloom behind, just coming in the door. What can I get you? As he starts Oliver's coffee.
And I'll just kind of peruse, and I'll just point to, I'm assuming there's a little glass case of muffins and pastries, and I'll just have one of each of these ones. Just like a whole row of snacks.
Yeah. All right. He starts to pull them out, but is eyeing you and that'll be 10 silver.
Yeah, I'll take this.
He's got a lot of candy though. it's a whole
backpack
row.
off. Kind of rummage around in my bag, and you hear clinking of money and stuff in there, and I'll take out a gold and put it on the counter.
Thank you. Put it in his apron and
I'll stuff a few of the things in my mouth to carry them over to a table while carrying the rest.
Mm-hmm. I'd say cheers, but I don't know what the equivalent is for candy.
Okay.
To you as well. Yeah, he's fixing up Oliver's
and I would say,
coffee.
I mean, I don't know, we didn't talk about this officially, but Bloom has been trying to get to know everybody in town, so Oliver should probably, or they would probably be somewhat familiar with you. You guys, I would say, would probably all recognize Bloom, at least know their names. So seeing you sitting there, kind of holding a pastry in their hand, will just wave at you, and as they go to sit down.
I motion you to come sit with me.
Oh, I'll go over and take one of the snacks not in my mouth and put it in front of you. Share if you want it.
I say, oh, thank you, and I put it in my mouth, and I'm gonna assume this is some black licorice, and I hate black licorice, but I kind of just chew through it, and then I say hello.
Hi, Oliver. How are you doing? How's your coffee treating you?
Oh, it's delicious. But the detective told me to meet him here, and I'm just waiting for him to come, and it sounded pretty serious. So,
Hey, the detective told me to meet them here too.
oh, I wonder what it could be. And then I pull out one of the spare cups of coffee, or spare cups, because I am here all the time. I know where they keep the spare cups. And I pour some of my coffee over, and I push the coffee towards you.
Oh, thanks. It's so warm. Hey, you work in the lumber industry? Yes.
Kinda. I do research and in development, and more of a scientist, I would say. But not officially.
Do you know anything about the a vacation happening for everyone?
Pardon?
Oh, I don't know. Gwen's parents. Do you know Gwen? She's the cutest.
I don't, but I'm sure that maybe it's the time. Maybe it's the time of year.
I mean, she is a child, so that would make sense. You're an adult. Maybe that's why. But her parents work at the lumber yard, and she said something happened, and now they're on vacation. So I'm just wondering if everyone's on vacation or if it's just them.
Well, my kids are, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure.
Oh my God! Worldwide vacation?
You do see some older gentlemen together at another coffee table who are typically, out doing their lumberjack thing. but who also have the day off, it seems. So.
Maybe it's just for the festival, you think?
Could be for the festival. Could be for, but maybe it's something more sinister.
The day of a festival, nothing sinister can happen.
That's what I hear. I hear nothing bad can happen on a festival day.
No, it is written somewhere, I'm sure. But are you going to bring your kids to the festival?
I guess I have to, don't I?
Huh? Well, I mean, you don't have to, but it would probably be nice.
I mean, I thought I had a few good years without them now, but
Well, I'm excited to meet them.
they're characters. I'll give them that.
I mean, if they're anything like you, I'm sure they're going to be lovely.
Does the rest of our party now join?
Yeah, two other figures also working in the coffee shop, either cleaning tables or taking orders from tables. Who I'm assuming Oliver knows well, as he frequents here. Are Colby and Clara, just doing their daily work. A little busier during this time. Typically, they're really busy in the morning, and then in the during the midday when all the lumberjacks are out, it's kind of easy. But now the lumberjacks are all here, so they just have to constantly do work. Whereas normally they get some time off during the middle day.
So we know it's like noticeably busier than usual in here.
Yeah, Oliver would definitely notice that. I don't know if Bloom, do you walk around town, or do you this is? It might as well be a tavern. There is a tavern in town, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bloom is more concerned with people than places, if that makes sense. But I mean, if there is an influx of people in a place, I think they might notice that. But this is not like a regular hotspot for Bloom, no.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So who shows up next?
I guess I do.
Sure. If someone didn't say anything, I was going to pick someone, but
I mean, I figure Blur's character is at work. Anyway, so yeah, I walk in. I also have Moral with me. I am bundled up. I'm just a little gnome, so I'm only about 3 feet tall. But I've got layers and layers of what looks like hand knit, like gloves and scarf and all. I mean, I guess it would be hand knit. Anyway, I've got gloves and scarves and all that stuff, and hair is everywhere. It's got some stray leaves in it and other green effluvia. And Moral is wearing a bright purple scarf that is much too short for him. It pretty much just goes around his neck, and like a knit blanket over his shoulders that is also hues of green. Clearly, these things probably came from her house. And she walks up to the counter with him and says, "Would you like something to drink or eat from here?"
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll wave
what's good?
over somebody. They have some very nice teas and nice pastries. Well, I'll surprise you.
Colby eagerly goes over. Hey, how's it going, Bloom?
Oh, hi.
I was also going to say, when
Amanita,
Amanita waves them over. Yeah, but it's a good timing because when Amanita goes to wave him over, I also think that she's waving to me, so I'll wave.
Those the
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go over to you both. Do you join them, I guess?
I mean, first I'm gonna order the order 2 hot teas, something herbal, and then 2 croissants. And then yes, I'll go over to the table and say, "Hi, everybody. How are you doing?"
I think Oliver is now noticing how busy it is, like just how busy it is, and he kind of sees that like there are some spare chairs around, and as they're walking towards us, Oliver like gets up, offers the chair, and then goes over and starts pulling chairs from other people because he thinks that this is going to be a bit of a bigger meeting than he thought it was going to be. So he starts putting chairs around the table.
Yeah.
I'm doing so good. Do you guys want some snacks? So, who's your friend? Hi.
I look at the snacks, saying
Hi.
that it's just candy, basically.
There's some pastries in there.
No, thank you. I have something coming. This is Moral. He's like family, extended family.
Oh, Oliver has
Nice to
family in
meet
town
you.
too.
I do have family in town.
He's not very excited about it.
Listen, they could have given me notice. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so yeah, Colby comes over and takes your orders. I'll get these going right away. That's everything. You guys good? You having a little get together? I don't normally see you all here together.
We're meeting.
Meeting somebody. I don't.
Yeah, I'm meeting
Um,
Detective Dark.
I think we're all
Imnara. that's when Imnara comes in the door from London.
Everybody in here is meeting Detective Dark. The town hall.
Yeah,
I hope not. Kind of like looks around.
I felt really special.
uncomfortably. It's a lot of people.
Oliver kind of notices Imnara come in and picks up one of the cups that he had poured and walks over and says, "I assume you're also here to meet the detective," hands them a cup of coffee.
I take the coffee, drink it first because I need it because I've been working all morning. And like, yep. Are we all here to meet Detective Dark? Also,
I guess so.
Hi, Oliver.
Hi. How was work this morning?
The usual.
Oh,
But
isn't it always?
I guess I walk back with Oliver to the table.
Perfect.
I say to the table, "This is Imnara," and I introduce.
Hello.
I assume Moral's gonna like go wander and sit by himself and not in the middle of a group of people.
Goodbye.
No, he joins you for a time, but
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, did you guys get any? So your family is in town, Amanita and Oliver. Your family is in town. Did you get any pushback from Gunter on bringing your family to the festival?
I mean, I haven't brought it up yet, but I really don't care what he has to say, to be honest with you.
I haven't had a chance to ask him, but I don't think he'd have a problem with it. He's usually pretty agreeable to any requests I have.
Not me, and I care deeply. So,
well, I think you should just do it anyway. I mean, what's he gonna do?
Oh, I was planning on it, but I want him to want my family there. Anyway, what do you think this is? What do you think? What is the skill set that we have in common that will make us good for the detective? What do you think this is about? Any ideas?
That is a great question. Detective Dark says as he approaches your table.
Creeps up behind us.
Yeah.
It's you there.
Like Batman, just yeah, he that's a good question. It is a bit of a sensitive topic. I hope you don't think I'm rude for asking, but I would like to have a private moment with these four. And he's speaking to Moral, and Moral's like, but yeah, that's fine. I'll go check the festival grounds out. Actually, if I lose you, I'll meet you at your house or at the festival later tonight. Amanita.
Kind of like looks a little worried. Like don't get lost. You remember how to get back to my house? Just come back to my house if you
It's
get
not
lost.
a small. It's not a big place. I don't wander. I don't wander because I get lost. He like winks.
Sometimes people
Ooh,
get
that's
lost and without even moving. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. She like sips her tea and shifts, looking really uncomfortable. Like,
So, you're probably wondering why I've gathered you all here.
Yeah.
There's been an incident. There's been a death.
A murder?
No, something a little stranger. Out. in the
Stranger than
woods.
murder.
Well, what I need from all of you, you all have individual fields that you are skilled at. I don't know if you care to share, but you all have particular fields of interest in this matter. I would like you to come to my office and help me with an autopsy.
Oliver just nods, pulls out a notebook, and says, "Yeah, let's get going."
sure. So there's been a death, but I don't investigate things or do autopsies or anything like death is normal. I don't. Maybe they just died. Everyone dies.
I assure you it is a little more interesting than that. And your particular skill with your green thumb, perhaps, is the way to say it. Again, it is very strange and out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I have to offer. But
Well,
I have
You know,
seen a
perhaps-
lot of stuff, I guess.
yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with your field of speciality, but
Look,
it's a very strange thing, and I'm hoping that maybe you can point me in the right direction.
I can be
It's-
very persuasive, so maybe I could just persuade this body to tell us what happened. That is
Oh.
maybe an option.
have I
That
see
could
you
work. I
have
don't-
a lot of candy. You like sweets. Sometimes if you add and she's kind of like thinking of how to articulate this. If you add sugar to things that are decaying, it helps to feed other things. So maybe you could feed it sugar and are we wanting to help other things?
I think we help everyone and everything, so I'm on board with that. Sounds good to me.
Okay, yeah.
Help is good.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll get more candy before we go. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I
Could
do.
feed it sugar and then other things. She's just like muttering.
I do believe the safety of the village is at in question.
You don't think it
your
was
help,
a murder?
I know it wasn't. Not in the way someone murders another person.
So I probably was not sinister because there is a festival today. Are we going to do this autopsy today?
Yes, ideally. The sooner the better. Should you want to wait and enjoy the festivities, that is, understandable. But the better this, or the sooner this gets dealt with, the better.
I mean, I'm going to have dead body on the brain, so might as well just go do it.
Oliver kind of just says, "I've never been one for merriment, anyways."
And Nara's just been like taking this all in. It's like, it's death. I'm in.
Well, I'll go get the, I'll go prepare the room. Finish eating or don't, however sturdy your stomach is. But yeah, make your way there when you're done here, and I don't want to interrupt what you're doing. You will be paid for your time. I know some of you are currently maybe on the clock, and he looks over at Imnara. Hopefully your job doesn't mind, but your pockets won't. So
I'll tell Greg to cover for me. It's fine.
I always like that, Greg.
He's such a good guy. I get a good relationship with a manager. He'll cover. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I take my leave. I'll see you in a moment. Turns to leave. Heads out the door.
Wait, did he tell us where we're supposed to meet him?
The morgue.
You know.
Oh, just the
yeah,
morgue. Okay.
Yeah, you know where the sheriff's office is. He's not the top guy, but he is a detective in the area. But yeah, you know where that is. So
Okay.
Based on what Amanita, that's how you pronounce it, right? Amanita said, I'm gonna go and try and buy a few, a manageable amount to carry, or maybe get them to go, like cinnamon buns or something with icing on it, like easily spreadable sugar.
Oh, right.
Try and help gross stuff. Help stuff.
Yeah. Do you guys head out right away, or do you... Any conversation happens at the table before you head out?
Well, this is intriguing.
I just stand up, like, I'm gonna go. And then I turn around, like, oh.
Yeah, I get my buns, and then I'll start to scurry after.
Are we gonna go as a group?
I'll meet you guys there. I gotta go tell Greg to cover me for the rest of the afternoon.
Okay.
That Greg.
Good guy, Greg. Though he's pretty amicable. So
Good guy, Greg.
I don't know.
I like that a lot.
I'm gonna stay in the coffee shop till I have to be at the police station, because going to visit with my children would mean having to discuss things about my personal life, and way too sad and mournful and introspective to be doing that right now. So I'm gonna avoid my children as much as possible.
Nice. Yeah, I mean they're in their 20s. They can fend for themselves.
I figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it looks like Amanita's getting up to go, I'll follow her. And
Is it okay if I walk with you?
Oh, sure. Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
let's go.
We go.
All right.
Apprehensively.
And that's a good place to take our break. We'll come back with a dead body. Have you ever seen a dead body?
You want to see
you
a dead
will.
body?
So, yeah, stretch your legs, refill your canisters of whatever liquid you're drinking, and yeah, we'll be back momentarily. Okay.
Yay.
There we go. We'll use this one, and there's their voice. Great. So, before we get going, I forgot to mention at the top of the show that Bees, all the overlays that you see here, she put in lots of hard work to do this and make it all look nice. So, praise Bees.
Praise bees.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
bees.
Praise
to
Jesus
bees.
Christ.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, they look great. So we return to our adventurers, all gathered in the sheriff's office, waiting for Detective Dark to bring them into the back. He arrives through one of the back doors. It's like, all right, looks around. You're all here? Yeah. All right, good. Fair warning, it smells real bad. Do with that what you will. And he goes into the back.
to
I
combat
put a
the
little bit of
smell.
icing on my nose.
I was gonna say Oliver puts he has got a handkerchief in his front pocket and he picks it up and he's holding it in front of his face.
I probably watch Oliver do that before I got the idea to do the icing.
I'm
I
just eating gummy worms. Just walking in.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, so you follow him down a hallway and through a door down the way. Like, this is the room's tucked away. It's where they keep dead bodies. There's not a lot of use for it around here. At least you haven't heard of a lot of murders in the area. But yeah, they do have a room for it. And yeah, as you guys enter, on the middle slab table, there is this big heap of black fur on the table. And yeah, it smells like, not only is it the sick smell of death, but it is also weirdly fragrant, and sweet, but also yeah, just a weird mix of smells. He motions for you guys to take places around the table. And on first further inspection, you guys can see that this is a large wolf of some sort, large canine. That is on the table. The dead body was maybe not a person you were thinking.
Does it look like the wolf I saw outside?
Yes.
Similar or the same?
Similar.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell. You saw it from a far away, but probably not the same. Yeah, it's the wolf is mostly a wolf, but then you look at the edges, its fingernails. There's something growing out of it. There's out of its eyes are a dull, a glazed over color. The mouth is dripping with it's got little mushrooms coming out of its mouth. And yeah, it looks horrific.
Oliver kind of stands in front of the wolf there, and he very frankly pulls the cloth away from his nose, and he starts sniffing, and he goes, "All right, tell me what is this? What are we doing here? This is not what I was expecting."
Mm-hmm. What were you expecting?
Well, I mean, I guess I expected some sort of humanoid to be the thing that you wanted us to come see, but This is very strange.
Well, in all honesty, there was a death of one of the loggers. No real mystery there. He was attacked and mauled. The lumber crew was assaulted by a pack of creatures like this. They were able to slay one, this one, obviously, and the others ran away, but we've never seen anything like this.
I'm gonna like move forward a little bit and like look at the detective. May I? And she wants to go like get a closer
Please.
look.
Please.
Without even like a tool or anything, she just gets really close to the face and touches the mushrooms coming out to try and examine them, I guess. So I can't believe you've done this. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Okay.
Look, it certainly was inspired by things that you've chosen.
So she wants to try and see if she can identify what kind of mushrooms those are.
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll something?
Yeah, make a
First roll.
a nature check.
Let's go.
Okay.
Give me that sweet nature.
Hot roll. It's an 8.
11 total.
11 total. Yeah. You can definitely tell that this is it is unnatural, obviously, for these to be here, even by your standards. They're not similar, but not the same. As to what you might expect.
Are they sentient?
Certainly, it's hard to tell now because they are dead. They are dying. It's easy with the 11. It's still easy to tell when a thing no longer has life, as far as a plant goes for you. I mean, these, because they're fungus, will probably live for a little while, but they are not sentient in the way that you might be hoping.
Can I open its mouth to see, like, are they attached to the animal or just like coming out of the animal?
Yes. So, like, you open it up a little bit, and do make me a sleight of hand check here.
All right.
Big rolls. Or that.
No wins.
So, let's see. Make me a Constitution saving throw, but you have advantage on this.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
I only did it once. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to. That's on the list of things to fix. Is get the the Foundry, like the prompter. It'll prompt you for advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, it's weird it didn't do that.
I think it's a setting, but again, between games, I'll have more of that. But yeah,
Okay, well,
so
I got 12.
So as you pop the mouth open, you do take a burst of spores into your face, and you take 7 poison damage. As the spores that aren't part of your same colony kind of like disrupt it, and it does not feel good. But from this you gather more prodding might release more spores, but you do get the thing you're looking for.
I have resistance, so is that 4 or 3?
3. Round down. I'm gonna say 3. Yeah.
What do I get out of it besides a cloud of death?
So you still get to see inside its mouth. The mushrooms are growing like out of its gums, like integrated into it. But you can also like there's some black sludge coming from the back of the throat, and remnants of blood on its teeth, probably from the aforementioned attack.
Does it have, so it has teeth and also these mushrooms, or are like they're intermingled?
Yes. Yeah. There's the mushrooms are longer, but like you can see between the mushrooms of the teeth.
Nasty.
They're still there. I mean, some of them are rotted and gone, but there are teeth.
I wish I had never told you about how much mushrooms make me uncomfortable. I can't even. I'm like, what should I do next? You fucking the pulse. Beyond that, I don't know. Okay.
So wait, is this been killed by like the loggers? Do you know how this died? Or we do? Oh, that's what we're trying to find out.
No, the loggers definitely killed it, but there was a pack.
We're trying to figure out what it is.
More, yes.
Where did you say it was spotted?
At the logging station.
And sorry, out
in the woods.
How close is that to the town?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Okay.
Like a good jog could probably get you there in an hour or two. Probably an hour at like a decent walk.
Okay.
That makes sense for like a workforce to go out there to work and then come back at a reasonable time.
I guess Oliver just kind of leans over to Inara and is like, "What do you make of all this?"
I kind of want to just detect magic, see if there's anything magical about this creature.
Well,
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was transformed. Let me go do a little checky check. How do I do this?
So yeah, your detect magic.
No.
Are you casting it as a
How do I do
spell
this?
instantly, or are you just taking your time with it and not spending spell slots? But
Oh,
it'll
I don't
take
know.
a little
I click
minute.
things.
No, you're good.
I don't know. I'm trying to just like get it to roll.
Mhm.
I guess I'll just take my time with it.
Yeah, sounds
Because
good.
I don't know, in case like maybe the mushrooms are magic and I don't know. Anyway,
Yep,
how do I?
yep.
What do I?
That one's a ritual, so you don't have to roll it.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
My bad.
You're
That's
good.
fine.
It just happens. It's just, do you want to spend the time or do you need it instantly? Normally, taking your time's not bad. You're not in a rush right now.
Yeah, we're not in any rush. I'll take my time.
So you start casting that. It'll be a couple minutes, but anybody want to do anything instantly or?
I want to try and, I mean, it's not a spell or anything, but I want to try and like take part of the mushroom that's coming out of its face and like put it in my pocket or something. And then I'm not going to offer any opinion whatsoever. I'm very notably tight-lipped. Say nothing.
Have you seen anything like this, Bloom, in your travels?
Have I?
Maybe,
like Bloom is very young, and I think like they're the last community that they were in, they left for the reasons that they did, and then they traveled here, and that's been kind of Bloom's harem has had more life experience than Bloom has. So in our travels from that location to this one, maybe did I come across anything like this? Like, do these mushrooms look familiar to anything I've encountered on my travels on the way here?
You know what?
Through the woods and the water and stuff?
Make a history check, I guess.
Okay. I have disadvantage.
Perfect.
Crit, that's
Hey.
awesome, thanks.
Okay, disadvantage though, yeah.
Natural one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is a
It
perfect
happened.
spread. This should have
Wow.
been our first roll.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away. But yeah.
No, maybe, but I don't remember it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, I could maybe ask my harem at the festival if they know anything about, if they've seen anything like this, but it doesn't seem familiar to me.
Oliver
that'd
kind
be
of speaks
good.
up. He goes, "Okay, detective. So I get that this is strange, but what do you want us to do about it?" And he kind of looks around at the ragtag group of people he's assembled.
My initial observation is that I feel like it's been long since dead.
Like the mushrooms have possessed it and are
Maybe
controlling it.
That doesn't happen.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a mere evoker. This is a little out of my field. I know I'm supposed to be the guy, the department mage, but this is.
Are you trying to tell me that this is like a We Are Legion situation? You know, sentient, groupthink kind of thing?
I honestly I don't know.
I certainly wouldn't jump to such a unusual conclusion. If it were, would that be a problem?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying all sentient mushrooms are bad. I'm just saying that maybe this one is. Like, you know,
What I understand, it was behaving just like a wolf does. Yes, right.
Oh, on that note, other than the mushrooms, is there anything else about this wolf that is peculiar? Does it seem like a normal wolf with random mushroom growth, or are there other things off about it?
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
you're gonna.
Imnara's detect magic finishes up about now, and you do detect different spots of magic on the creature.
What about it? Is patches? Is it like patches? Is it just
certainly
the
certainly under the fur? You'd have to mess with the body to see them.
Okay. Can I do a perception check? Or does that not matter because I detected
you would have
magic?
I will say sleight of hand to like gently like move the fur around.
Okay.
Because it's just hidden behind the fur. So you actually
like I have to like get in there a little bit, like just part it and look it down. Okay.
Yeah, the fur is gross and old and just hasn't been cleaned, and it's oily and gross. But yeah, you're able to get through, like pull the fur away and not disturb the body.
Okay.
And yeah, what you find under it is some symbols, seemingly like etched into the body.
Do I recognize any of that, or?
Yes, make a history check, but with advantage, because this is your like field of expertise.
So with detect magic, she would know the school of magic. Does she pick up on that?
Yes. So they are some of. Let me just take a look at what I have written down here, and
In the meantime, yeah, Oliver is patting Gnar on the back. Good find, good find. This looks like something. This looks like something.
Yes. So, one is certainly necromantic, and others are transmutation. Necromancy, you're probably familiar with. Transmutation is the altering of form and whatnot. But yes, you're 15 in history. Oliver, you recognize the symbols as ancient runes. 4 of them. One for obedience, one for growth, one for hunger, and one for persistence.
I relay this information in a very intelligent and coherent manner to the group. And I kind of imply that maybe someone has been tampering and using magics to control whatever these things are.
Huh.
I'm sorry, you said obedience, growth, hunger, and what?
Persistence. Persistence is the necromantic one.
Well, that could be not related to this fungal growth at all, right? I mean, that seems like a very separate thing.
I
I'm
tend
pretty-
to agree that could be something very, very separate.
I think that maybe the fungus was just a happenstance, probably, right?
Well, let's not completely dismiss it.
Oh, but I know fungus and doesn't. Anyway, you were saying you said growth and hunger and obedience.
Well, maybe the growth spell, whatever this thing, maybe it caused this stuff to grow on it after, and it doesn't have anything to do with it. Maybe it's not like, oh, whatever mind palace, whatever stuff you were talking about before. Maybe it's just like, oh, growth. This is a side effect of the growth spell thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As you guys are talking, just like in the corner of the room, Detective Dark is taking notes.
Okay, detective. Where do we go from here? What is our plan? Do you want us to dissect this some more? I could take some more scientific notes, and we could do something like that, or maybe we can go out to where they found this and see what else we can find.
That sounds dangerous.
Doesn't it sound dangerous? Doesn't that sound fun? Isn't that
Oh,
avoidant
that-
of my children? Let's go!
You're excited. Oh, okay.
Certainly. I would be careful. There are 3 others, at least, if reports are true.
And that look like this, like all weird and stuff.
Yeah, I assume that's what the loggers have said.
You think it's weird? I think it's beautiful.
There won't be any loggers in the forest, I hear. They've been given time off.
Vacation.
It's
Vacation.
yes, that is what Gunter is calling it. But it is ultimately for their safety while these things roam the woods. And, mourning the death of their friends, probably, coworkers. I don't know how much they like each other, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully we can figure out a solution. Honestly, I'll probably be working on some protective wards for the festival. But if you guys want to go into the forest, I can show you on the map where the attack happened.
Let's not get too hasty. Maybe we want to go another day. Maybe.
But what if they attack during the festival? There's no one to attack in the woods anymore because the lumber people are gone. What if they get closer to town?
We
and I
don't
think
know that they're inherently dangerous. I mean, perhaps the logger threatened it.
Maybe we just go talk to them.
I think as Bloom's talking, like the camera gets a shot of like the hunger rune as like you guys are writing stuff down.
I think the wolves might come to town. They're probably like hungry. It's on their persistence. Maybe they're persistently hungry.
Ibnar, can you tell like how long like this magic has been on this creature for?
Do I know that from Detect Magic?
Give me an Arcana roll.
I was going to do this before.
Okay.
When I'm asking her this, I'm going to be like,
Because you're like so smart. Like I feel like you're definitely the smartest among us. You're just really, I admire your intelligence. And I think that if anybody can figure this out, it's probably you. And I will give you bardic inspiration so you can add a D6 over the next 10 minutes to a skill check.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can do it after you roll.
That was a 12. It was like, I
Yeah.
feel like I won't get enough.
17? That's good. 12 wouldn't have been. It's a good choice. Yes, you with the aid of Detect Magic and your magical prowess, these were carved into it probably a couple days ago. So still kind of new, but like yeah, the magic is kind of locked in, but is older. It is more of a permanent alteration to this creature.
Okay. I tell the group that. But also so it was 3 days ago. Is that I'm assuming because there's necromantic magic involved, is there a check that I could just see did it get put on it right after it died? Or was it when it was still alive?
Oh.
So
I'll roll this information into your 17.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. It probably the runes being carved into it were probably the cause of its death.
Okay.
Something did this to this creature.
So maybe more than the wolves, we need to look for the person who did this, who made the wolves mushroomy.
I don't think. No, that's the mushrooms. She's like stammering. Like no,
Well, not the mushrooms, but the
I think
sigils.
the runes are separate from that.
Right.
They're-
Maybe because they died, they're just. Is that how mushrooms work?
Yes, mushrooms often grow on decaying matter. That's why death is beautiful. You see, it feeds other life.
No one's questioning the goodness of mushrooms. We're just concerned with the correlation between these runes, this wolf, the decomposition, the whole deal.
So we need to
Correlation.
find.
It's not causation. Is that the saying? It's not. Nope.
We need to find the person who carved the runes in the wolves.
Yes.
Are there any clues on the body? Should we take a piece of the skin? Should we carve it out and get a handwriting sample from everyone in town to compare?
Yes, that's. You should do that, Bloom. That's a great idea.
I should do it? It was a suggestion for someone else to do.
Oh, but people like you. You're very social.
Oh, okay. So you guys carve it out and I'll ask everyone for a handwriting sample. Okay. I can do that.
That doesn't seem efficient, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Is there anybody new in town that we know of that's weird?
What do you suggest?
Oh, I was just going to say, if you do want to collect them, maybe the detectives can help us. They have some more resources than maybe. And Oliver's already kind of short. He kind of looks down. That your maybe smaller legs might hinder the process a little.
We can make an announcement at the festival.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Everyone, come right on this board. This odd symbol.
You know what? You can take initiative on that.
Okay, I'll do it. Consider it done. I'm going to solve
Thank
the
you,
mystery.
Bloom. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Do I recognize those symbols at all? Is there any familiarity there in the writing, in the?
Make a history check or arcana, whichever. Depends on what you're looking for, I guess. And also, just a moment. I have to be RP. But make your roll.
I think history actually probably makes more sense, though.
Ooh, big roll, big roll. Got that
Well,
18.
everybody thinks. No, I'm going to say only arcana. I can't read.
Oh no, is Arcana also? That's also intelligence, isn't it?
There is.
Yeah, they're both intelligence.
Really should have chose a different background.
No, it's fun.
I feel like it fits. My stats are super not OP, but good on the good side. So having disadvantage on half of everything is fine, I guess, right?
My only negative is an intelligence, so let's go wild. So where do we want to go from here, friends? What's our plan?
I think we need to find who did this.
I do
The
too.
wolves are less of a issue, I think. The person who did it to the wolves is the issue.
I'm also not terribly worried about the wolves, and I kind of like look at my very large claws on the end of my hand. I'm not really something I'm worried about.
Did Oliver bring his, was that hammer?
Oh yeah, I got my hammer with me. I've already screwed it up.
Are you the only one with a weapon on you? Probably.
Yeah, I got my hammer, I got my armor on. I'm ready to rock.
I guess I always have my dagger.
Are you wanting to? That's for the wolves. Never mind. Okay. So I got an 18 Arcana and nothing else. The idea is
the arcana came first, so I'll let it slide.
I'll be right back.
Might she know? I don't know how to word this in a way that's not like, did this person do this? Would it be, might it, I guess.
Was it Jophathy?
No. Does it spark any like familiarity for her in that like maybe she's familiar with some people that do this kind of thing? The handwriting is familiar.
Yeah, you're pretty old.
Yeah.
In that terms. Like this is definitely like old magic. This is magic that hasn't been seen for a while. Just a little backstory history. This the country that you guys are part of was it was in turmoil for a very long time. So they've only just now kind of reached a state of peace in the last few years. So the country has had time to like expand and grow itself. This one of many frontier towns now expanding the country's zone territory is the word, and efforts. So you're experiencing kind of like new frontiers, lack for a better word, but also old things that people haven't seen in like a century.
So we're
But
colonizers?
yes. I mean, maybe. But yes, with your arcana, this is like some old, like fairy, like shit.
Hey, shit.
Say a word about it.
This is some ancient forest bullshit.
I know what it is.
Okay, so do we know? Okay, so Bloom has kind of been campaigning around the town, getting to know people, trying to get
Make
every
a-
single person they come across to like them. Any
Make
weird
a-
vibes from anyone?
Make a persuasion check, like a retroactive persuasion check.
Okay. 28.
You're
Another
very good
crit,
at what you
another
do.
crit.
A crit with a +8 even, man. Very hot. So I want also a follow-up, I don't know, history or arcana.
God damn it. They both suck. Let's do Arcana because history was bad last time.
Cool.
I have disadvantage.
Perfect.
So 8.
Okay. The arcana was to figure out how to frame it to use. But you've heard a bunch of people, especially the loggers, maybe later at night at the tavern when you've gone to carouse, that they're mentioning like weird things they're finding out in the forest. Just like weird tree shapes and just strange animals they've never seen, and some of them have, weird rashes from different plants they might have grazed up against, and it's been a struggle for a lot of them to like adjust from more city life to this hardworking in the forest job. There's what comes to mind as as you sit here is that like this they've mentioned strange markings on trees, weird sounds at night, and not a lot of people are bothered by it, but it is new and weird.
Okay, so with that,
I've been kind of overhearing, the town gossip, and it seems like there's like this might not be the only weird thing that's going on. Like other weird things are going on in the forest.
and I'll relay everything,
Weird trees, weird animals no one's seen before, weird plants. So maybe we should start there. Because I haven't noticed anyone super suspicious or anything like that. But if there's weird stuff happening in a part of like the forest or the woods, maybe we go there and look for clues.
Emnar agrees that. Yeah, maybe we should just start from the lumber mill where everyone was. Let's just start there.
Yeah, Detective Dark, you said you could point on the map too where these wolves have been spotted, because maybe that's close to where all this weird stuff is.
Yes, absolutely.
Or you could give us a map or something.
I could. He points it out on the map. It's not hard to find because like there's a trail going out there. You can basically just follow it all of the way. But yeah, he points out like on the map. So here's where the logging happens, and then a little ways on their way back, they were attacked. A number of them died, and then just they were able to kill this fella here, and that's
Well, what do you guys think? Should we go today, just in case? Protect people at the festival.
Yes, we should go and gather up all the clues and
Right.
evidence. Keep it all up.
Yes. I'm good to go.
Should we go before it gets dark? The kitty says yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, no time to waste. Let's go. Let's hustle.
Yeah. Well, good luck. If you need, do you guys need any provisions before you head out there?
Do you happen to have any glass jars or anything we could put samples of things into? Any vials?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, I can make some, or get some, not make some.
I have some in my house.
Extra certainly wouldn't hurt, and then I can have some, and you have some. And...
Yeah, no, please come. I've got lots of specimen jars. I've got lots of research tools. Come.
Do we need any, like, what if we encounter these wolves and they attack us? Are we prepared to fight them if we have to?
Oliver pops up his shield off his back and bangs his hammer up against it. He says, "I'd love to see them try."
So I'm not much of a fighter, so
I
I'll
startle
just-
when he does that.
I'll just be there for moral support.
Maybe we don't have to fight them. Maybe we just shoo them off. We can probably just shoo them off.
We could try, but just in case, does the force supply you with healing potions? Just in case something happens that maybe you could toss our way, just in case something goes wrong.
Yes. If you need any provisions, we do have a healer on site and some provisions. I'll go grab you two potions for your trouble.
As far as food goes, I got like 7 cinnamon buns, so we should be good for food.
Oh, good.
I mean, we won't be gone that long.
If we go walk out there, walk back, you might build up a appetite.
Lots of snacks is probably a good thing, and I love cinnamon buns.
So. Oh, do you want one?
Oh, thank you.
Take one out and give him one.
Throw it, eat them. It's like, oh, right, I'll go get your...
Eating around this dead body. Food.
I'll go get the potions. But when you come back, if the potions weren't enough, we come to me. I'll get you situated, and hopefully I'll healed up. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, though. Ideally, you maybe just scare them off. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be ideal.
A big sigh and kind of like a look into nowhere. Like, chances are that's not going to happen.
Yes,
like,
totally. Just shoo them.
Yeah. Yeah. He leaves the room to go get you some stuff. Oh, that's something I haven't. What is all your passive perceptions? I was gonna take a look, but
13.
Also 13.
Sheet. I'm not used to looking at that on this sheet.
12.
Lots
I'm
of
trying to forget.
13s.
13. Yeah, 13.
Let's roll.
Not great.
Die Oh, okay. So you all, you all start to see a slight glow from the body.
On the body?
Yeah. Near the area where the persistence rune was.
You guys see that?
I do.
Uh-oh.
And then the body jerks.
It's coming back alive, isn't it?
I ready
Well,
my
alive.
shield.
It's re-undeading.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shoo!
I try to shoot it.
How violently is the jerk?
Like it jerks and then starts to look around.
Okay.
It's like empty red circle eyes. Like,
May I hit it?
yes.
Can I
God bless.
be like, no?
Oh, I can't hear anything. This thing has moved. It's got red glowing eyes.
Afraid,
I'm
right?
about to pound it with my hammer. Like,
Yep. If that shout doesn't stop you, make a roll.
okay, 1 sec.
How does everybody else react? Oliver's moving towards it to hit it with a hammer.
I get as much space between myself and it as is possible in this room.
Perfect. And Imnara?
Maybe I just put mage armor on myself thinking it's about to attack us. And I'm like, I'm so fragile, I need armor.
Nice.
My bad. I'm still figuring out how to roll to hit.
Oh, you did it, I think.
Wonderful.
You have a let me just check your character. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 6. I rolled a 9. Sick.
Big rolls, big rolls.
Yeah, it like you hit it, but definitely in an ineffectual spot. Like it probably just
shocked.
like yeah. It doesn't seem to have affected it, but it definitely has like a broken arm maybe at this point, like, but it's still like getting up. Everybody roll initiative. 'Cause I don't have the cards here yet. We'll be using a different initiative system in the future, but for today.
We don't have active combat.
No
Yes,
active
there's no
combat.
active combat in your currently viewed scene.
Make an active combat. There we go. +1 active combat. Right.
Where are you guys clicking to do this?
It's on the character sheet on the
Far right.
the top right.
At the top.
Oh.
You have to actually
oh my
click
gosh.
the word initiative, not the +3.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it. I go last.
Oh, weird. What is?
Oh, you're in there twice, Bees.
It was definitely the second one.
Yes, the second one. That's how dice rolls work.
Great, and it. I need to roll for it. All right, I need to do stats, but wait, this guy doesn't have. Wait a second. Interesting. Well, I'll just fit her in a place. It's weird that this sheet doesn't have an initiative spot. Still need to like enter All right. Should be a +2. So 18. So Oliver, you're first. It's gonna go.
Okay.
So you get another strike at it as it
Yeah, I'll take
jostles
another
awake.
swing. I'll take another
It's
swing at it.
snarling, and now like the black ichor that was in the back of its mouth is moved frontwards and is just drooling out. It's like a gargle snarl.
Okay, I rolled a hit.
Nice. That hits. 5 bludgeono.
How does that look? What am I doing? Or can I describe where I'm?
You can describe. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. It's still on the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to aim for the head as much as possible.
Mhm.
Like sidearm swing into the jaw is what I'm hoping for here.
Yeah. You clock it pretty good. Just getting a thing. So you crack it across the mouth. It it doesn't yelp, but there is like a sound of crunching as it snarls harder. And it goes to bite you, but like it's just like the top of its mouth raking because like the bottom's broken. Um, does a 17 hit you? Got a +4.
No, my AC's 18.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So it like it rakes against like the top of your elbow as it tries to make its way towards you or into your body. Imnara.
Okay. How close am I to it, and how big is this room?
Oh, it's a pretty small room, like
Okay.
probably 15 by 20 feet.
Okay. All right. I'll just do
A little bigger than
standard.
that, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, but yes.
Okay. I'll just magic missile at it. Wait, hold on. Wait, sorry. Did you say how close I was to it?
You
Am I
probably
still, like,
have at least
I was
5.
probably
It's
close to
probably
it.
10 feet away from you. You
Okay.
took
Okay. I'll just move back first, and then magic missile.
nice.
How do I do
Let her
this?
fly.
I don't know how to do this. I have to roll it like 3 times, though, right?
Yeah.
Separately. Okay. 2, 3. There we go. Did I do that?
Yes, correct. So that is 8 damage.
Okay.
If we were using a different system, I would say it's bloodied. But yeah, after it gets shot up with a bunch of magic missiles, the black ooze starts to drip from inside as it's like getting up on its legs. Yeah. Amanita.
Sorry. Okay, so I have too many windows open. I see what they're doing, and I'm like making I'm upset. I'm saying no. I tried to kind of get in the way when Oliver attacked it, which maybe was why, I don't know, whatever. Where's my sheet now? There we go. Let me make sure I can actually do this. I want to cast Speak with Animals on myself, as you do. to try and calm it down. Basically,
All right.
ask it to stop attacking.
Sure. So cast your spell and then make a persuasion check. At disadvantage, it's been attacked.
Yeah. Do you roll for that? No. Okay, so if that... Why does my sheet look like this now? What happened? Oh my god.
Normally, trying to persuade it would also be an action, but I feel like it could just all be rolled into one. It's to serve the same purpose. So
My sheet is like weird transparent now. Sorry, that's intimidation. That's not what I wanted. You said persuasion?
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
-2.
Yeah, it looks like. So what does your speak with animals sound like? Like, are you...
She's actually just at first she just like when she's doing the spell, she's just kind of like very quietly humming like to herself with her head, like she's kind of humming into her chest like a little song. And then when she's actually talking to it, she'll do growls like and little like dogs kind of go like roof, roof, roof. Like it's not a full bark, it's just kind of like a little like roof. She's doing that. Yeah.
Should sneeze at him a little bit. Dogs sneeze at each other to say they're just playing, not being aggressive.
Yep, do that too. And then I'll I'll be like reaching toward it, like, passively, like it's okay, trying to calm it.
Yeah, it does seem startled and confused. It is still like wild-eyed, but you've given it a little bit of a pause. Yeah. Yeah, Oliver.
Oh wait, and I also say
it doesn't
everyone
say
else,
anything back.
I'm going to say to everyone else, like, we can maybe calm it down and find out information from it. This is a blessing. Starts like screaming. It's a blessing!
I motion for you to stand closer to it then.
Yeah, Oliver, it is your turn.
Wait, me. I didn't get her.
What? Oh, sorry. For some reason in my brain, Bees was Bloom. But...
You've already called her Bloom once, so it makes sense.
I know I'm cute and small and round, but come on.
Bees.
Yes, Bloom. What do you?
So I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Bees is doing. I obviously don't understand what Amanita is saying to this wolf, but I feel like based on the fact that she has just said that maybe we can talk to it, I'm going to cast suggestion on the creature. And it's limited to a sentence or two, and it affects, it's a creature is the target. It doesn't say anything about needing to share a language.
Is it intelligence based?
It's wisdom based. But it does say if it's immune to being charmed, it fails. I mean, it doesn't happen if it's immune to charm effects.
Okay. It's not immune to charm.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say I'm
just
Bloom is a dance bard, not a music bard. So Bloom is just gonna like start to wiggle a little bit and like turn around and wiggle their butt and then like hop around and like wiggle their butt at their friends again and just be like, you feel very passive. Please do not attack us for a little bit. We just want to talk. And I will cast suggestion. I suggest you just chill and let's talk to you.
Yeah, neat.
I can also put the thing in here. And it's a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. It fails.
Nice.
So yeah, it's like just looking around.
It does say, though, it pursues the course of action described to the best of its ability, can continue for the next, 8 hours? But if the activity is completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do. So chill so we can talk to it is, we just want to talk was basically it. And it ends if any of us attack it. So I'll continue dancing the whole time. Just continue wiggling and be like,
it still growls, but like it doesn't. It looks like it has calmed a little.
Okay, so I'll just tell the group. I think it's chilled out a little bit if we want to talk to it. So just don't attack it. Maybe we can get some answers. I'll just be dancing while that's my concentration.
Oliver.
I'll ready an action. I'll ready an attack. But it seems like people want to discuss with this creature, so I'll give them the chance. So I'll just I'll ready an action.
The disdain in your voice when you said discuss. Discuss.
I think the suggestion was like it was going to ready an attack, but like as like a nervousness, but still kind of like. Abiding by what Amanita was saying, but now it doesn't. It's just ready to talk. Imnara.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. What does reading in action do again? It was just like if something happens, then that action just happens, right? Or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yeah. Basically, you set up like an action and a trigger, a little bit of programming,
okay.
If then.
Okay, so then I'll ready a firebolt in case the wolf lunges at anyone while Bloom and Amanita are trying to talk to it.
Perfect.
Or whoever's trying to talk to it, yeah.
Good. So, then it's Amanita. What do you have to say to this thing?
So I'm gonna reach forward and like try to kind of like gently touch its muzzle, like it's okay, and like top of its head or whatever. And tell it, we're friends. Okay, what is it gonna understand? It can't be like, tell me your life story, bud.
Who did this to you?
Who carved the symbols into you? Burf. It's you.
Yeah. I think everybody hears this. As you try to communicate with it. Y'all seen Princess Mononoke?
Yep.
There's a cool thing that the beasts of the forest do there, where they move their mouths and like language is coming out, but like it's not. They're not talking. They're just kind of moving, and then words are coming out. It's a very similar thing. But yeah, as its jaw flaps, it's a horrible voice that maybe has been spoiled already comes through.
I have been made better. I am a protector. 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 I
And we
Like,
all hear and understand that?
Yes. Yeah. We can kind of leave initiative right now. All of your, if you guys have readied actions, I assume you're all readying to attack it, maybe, but.
Oh, my hammer is raised and ready. This is freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're like right over top of its head, just waiting.
Yeah.
Literally about to drop this thing on its through its skull.
What are you protecting?
I yell from across the room, still wiggling.
Yeah. Let's.
We protect these lands from you.
It's like the royal you know.
Protect these lands? Whose lands? What lands?
Our homes. These lands. Our lands. Our ancestors' lands. Our children's
afraid.
lands.
Have you always been here? Why now? Why all of a sudden are you doing
They chop our trees. They take. They give nothing back. We try to tell them. They learn nothing.
Have you thought about unionizing?
what
They have.
can
It's
we
a whole process. It's.
Yeah.
What can we do anything to make this better?
Yeah, we don't have to resort to violence. Maybe we could make a deal, fix it another way.
Yeah, I don't wanna kill you, but you're really creeping me out.
I think you do want to kill him.
I just
Listen,
give him a glare. Just glare at him.
You cannot kill me. I have been made a protector.
Is there anything we can do to make this better?
Leave. Burn the town.
Can we?
Leave bodies.
Leave. Wait, what?
Leave bodies?
Like leave bodies behind? Like kill some people and leave some bodies?
The
You're asking for a
children of the
sacrifice?
forest need to eat. The ground needs fertilization.
So like replace what we've
Corpses
taken,
will do.
basically.
listen, I'm all for land back, but like we're here now too, so we got to come to a bit of a mutual understanding, and maybe you're not the person I need to be talking to. Who do you work for?
Take us to your leader.
We work for our families.
But somebody carved those runes into you. Who carved those runes?
If you tell us who carved the runes, we will convince everybody in this town to leave. We'll try to convince them to leave.
I don't agree to
Yeah.
that.
We'll try to convince them.
We asked for help from the forest. The forest provided. They sent
Many bodies.
as many as you can spare. All prefer.
Look, Oliver, it's leave bodies or leave town. You can't agree to that.
All that you can spare, and then what? What'd you say after that? After all that you can spare? Said all something.
All preferably.
All preferably.
You want all of us dead? Okay.
And like it's like black awful tongue like comes to like lick its lips, and like it just drags over the weird mushrooms.
I hate you.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna hit it again.
Wait. It said
I'm
it
gonna
said
move
something.
into the way.
It said the forest sent something, but he didn't finish his sentence. What did the forest send?
Oh.
It sent a woman.
A woman?
She came and made us better.
Does this woman have a name?
Where did it send her from? The forest sent a woman? Where does she come from? What does she look like? What is her name?
One question at a time.
Where does she come from? Where does she go?
It can't answer
She got Nigel.
I don't think it can answer 14 questions at a time, everyone.
So I think it looks confused as to what to answer. So too am I. So what's the?
Well, I'm going to lean forward after saying this is too much. It can't answer all these questions. I'm going to lean forward and ask again. So you want us to leave or all of us die? Who helped you? What woman helped you?
The woman from the forest.
Do you know her name?
No.
Do you know what she looks like?
Like you.
And again, that's more the royal you. Like he kind of looks around,
Like a person.
like a person. Yeah.
Is there a way we can find her? Can we talk to her?
Yeah, does she live in the forest?
She is from the forest.
When they say the forest, sorry.
The dark forest under bending boughs.
The dark
forest.
Can we talk to her?
He like looks confused, like maybe.
Does that sound familiar to any of us? The dark forest or the deep forest? Like, do we think that means like just deep into the forest, or does that?
Make history checks.
All of us?
Whoever's got the highest can roll with advantage.
Mine's 9.
I've +6.
Go for it. +6
Nice.
sounds good to me.
That does sound good. Woo, baby.
Yes. So it's an old tale. Again, coming around to the theme of ancient stories and or things you're encountering. Again, as the country spreads further and further, there are old tales of a place called by many names, but usually it has to do with being a forest under dark boughs, the dark forest, the deep dark.
Sorry, question. Do I know any of this? Is this anything I studied? Is this like
Yeah,
relevant to
I
me
think
at
a
all?
lot of I think a lot of uh, if Imnara brings that up,
Oh yeah, I tell everybody what I know about the deep dark forest.
and I think
Is she
that's
an aspect of the witch?
I think that's a part where you guys, as Imnara mentions that, people, you've heard fairy tales, you've grown up knowing different stories and different things, but this is definitely like the place a lot of those stories take place. Kind of just a fable, but you wouldn't think of it any more than a spooky child's tale. But this creature seems to believe that's where this lady came from.
Okay, I lower my hammer and I kind of look at this thing and say, "Well, what do we do with you now? Where are you gonna go? What do you mean to harm the people in this town if we let you live?"
I mean to feast. Feed my children. Feed
As
the
soon as he
people.
says that, I fucking smack the shit out of it.
I just yell at him. It'll just come back again.
At this point, I have like my kids are here. I don't hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at this point it's got its guard down. You can just finish this form off. It was already a couple HP away from dying anyway, so yeah, yeah. It falls limp on the floor, oozing. Actually, everybody make a except for Amanita and Oliver, please make Constitution saving throws. The other two are have stepped away, I imagine, unless Bloom has gotten closer or Amnara has gotten closer.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah.
I stayed back after that magic missile.
I stopped dancing because it seems morbid to continue dancing to death.
So both of you take 2 poison damage as you save. As you crush it. Where do you hit it? Just the head, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was just gonna crack it in the head.
Cool. So, like, as you lift your hammer, a puff of spores emanates from it, causing you to choke a little. But yeah.
Question. Can I light it on fire?
Is that a question to the group, or?
Yeah, it's more like, would you all be upset if I lit this thing on fire?
Yes.
No.
But it's just gonna come back. I mean,
Well, that's why
I don't like
want
death.
to.
I was
Amanita-
thinking of decapitating it.
yeah, I don't like death either, and I feel like that this thing is gonna come back and kill people. It's
Yeah,
not. It doesn't have good intentions.
Yeah, it definitely has just like very bestial intentions. Like killing and eating people isn't evil in its mind. It's just what it does.
Sure. I
Killing and eating
Obviously,
people.
it's bad for the village. Yes,
But sustenance is one thing. This doesn't seem like sustenance. This doesn't seem like they want to just survive. This seems like they want to do harm. They want bodies.
People.
Pardon me?
They're protecting their people.
Right, I get that. That's totally fair, totally fine. Again, but we live here now too. Maybe we can come to like a reasonable. Maybe we can go find this woman in the
It's
forest.
going to be really hard when we're smashing its protectors' heads in.
Well, what were we gonna do with this thing? I'm just saying.
But the thing is, like, we want to protect our people too, and turning to dark magic that makes things like not in their right mind, like there's a sigil on here that means obedience. It might not be even acting of its own free will. It might be forcing, something else might be forcing it to do this. And can you imagine if you were forced to do something like that and it was not in your control?
What an insightful little person you are.
What?
I'm just persuasive.
Now we're
Or can I go up to the body and do what Bloom initially said, which was like carve out the pieces of skin that have the runes on it? Because then maybe it won't come back if the runes aren't attached to the skin to the body anymore.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So then I
Make
can
a
take
sleight
up-
of hand check.
Okay. Oh god.
Is the dark under bending boughs related to the witch?
Yes. In the same way, it's also related to the others. Let me just get the thing up here so I remember the thing. But yes, I should say. It is related to the six what are known as the paradigm of fables. The witch being one of them, but also the beast, the stalker, the hunter, the lurker, and the trickster.
Okay.
Yes, all like the archetypal type of creature that appear in said fairy tales.
Okay.
Okay. So
So can I light it on fire now?
did I take the rune skin parts off of it?
Yes.
Okay.
And just barely, like you like are able to cut them out without having the spores blasting your face. As you definitely cut it. Yeah. And yeah, like from where you cut them out, like black ooze starts to drip out, and same with the magic missile holes; those are still like gushing.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna hope that maybe it doesn't come back alive because I took the runes off it.
See,
But-
no, I knew you were smart. I knew you were smart.
But if it does somehow still come back, feel free to fire. Like I'm okay with you setting it on fire after.
I take out one of the jars from my pack and I hand it, and you can put like the skin in the jar if you want.
Skin in the jar. What a cute sentence.
Hell yeah.
Stuff it in there.
all right. Yeah. Detective Dark comes back, and
Oh, now he's back.
He's got the couple of potions left. He's he's talking to you there.
How convenient now that you're back here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this thing came to life? Was speaking to us?
No. What? Like, what's gives the potions to the nearest person.
I'll
Oliver
take
has
one.
checked out
I'll
of
take
this conversation. Now he's sitting down. He's gotten his flask of coffee out of his backpack and a metal cup, and he's poured himself a cup, and he's sitting in the other corner of the room, as far away from this fucking thing as he can.
I'm standing there silently stroking its fur.
I'll go over and you're like around the same height as me, right, Amanita?
3 feet.
3 feet. Yeah, I'm like two and a half.
God,
It's a big
also
difference.
small.
We're such a small group.
I'm a giant, like compared to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll go over and I'll kind of like rub Amanita's back, or I'll try to like reach out to touch her and be like, "Is it okay? Like, don't want to touch you unwillingly.
I flinch.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. She like takes a long time. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll just like stand quietly next to her while she pets the bee there.
Yeah. So what's the plan, guys?
Well, should we go to this festival, see what happens, or
I think we should go out to where the source of this is, because I think we need to look for this woman. And
Sure,
she's
sure.
in the forest, and there's an area in the forest that the loggers have been talking about, that weird things are happening and strange markings. Maybe the markings are similar to this, and maybe we'll be able to figure something out or find this person.
and we're gonna leave now?
I don't think it's a good idea to wait and then just have the wolves descend upon us and more death happen. Plus,
Alright.
it's better to wait. This is just my opinion. I think it's better to go now before it's dark.
I absolutely value your opinion, and I want us to be on the same page when we all go venture out into finding a witch.
Well, what do we do instead?
No,
I don't feel like going to a festival.
No, me either. It's a little insensitive. You're right. I agree. Maybe we can regroup. Maybe we can all take a little bit of a rest, collect the things we need to get, and then come back and go see a witch, I guess.
Look, maybe she could be reasoned with.
Maybe she's really nice. Maybe she's just like your friendly aunt.
I hope so.
Hey, she helped
No.
the wolves. They asked for help and she helped them, so maybe she'll help us.
More like a nanny.
Not an auntie or a tia.
No.
Can I ask Detective Dark if they've heard of any of the witch in the forest or any woman in the forest? Have they had any reports of anyone seeing?
No. I would have heard about that. I obviously would try to go talk to her.
Okay.
That's weird.
Would my vizier thing be useful at all? Your homebrew feature. You always know one bit of information about a person, place, or creature.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
What is the thing?
Like,
yeah, what's the thing?
Like, do I know anything out? Like, this information is more than common knowledge that regular folk might have,
Mhm.
but they might not be particularly secret information either. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until the end of your next short rest.
Yeah. So what is the bit of information that you want to know about? I guess.
I guess where we can find her or close, like if she's been spotted ever, like where we can go so that we're not just wandering out into the forest trying to be like, witch, where are you?
Wow, that seems like a good plan to me.
So here's what I'll give you. Is that the witch, if it is an entity from this place, I don't think you know. The information isn't about the witch, but you know that this place, if it is real, is not quite on the same plane and would take some sort of magical travel to get to. But also, sometimes it travels to here.
Interesting, like a dimensional portal.
Almost, yes. Like,
cool.
Dimensional portal isn't quite it. It's more of like a reality meld. Like, the two places, the world and the forest, sometimes like get together and touch. And if she's from the forest, she's like probably not here, but maybe.
All right, so I'll tell the group that it's another plane that sometimes matches with ours, and they can, I guess, walk through.
Have I heard of something like this before?
Yeah, I think with your ancient studies, your particular rune magic, yeah, it's ringing some bells.
Would I know how to initiate something like that, or that's something beyond me?
Yeah, make a history check.
God.
I think I think you know that it can be done. I think you know that it has been done. It's beyond your personal ability or
Okay. Maybe when we do like the split off to go and then come back, maybe I can bring some like books that have that kind of.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So as everybody kind of breaks off to pack, I assume, or are you all ready to go?
I'd love a short rest just to gain those 2 HP back.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, Bloom doesn't have many things, so it doesn't have much to do. So they'll try to like see if they can be of assistance to anybody.
Oh, and sorry.
Over the short rest. Anybody needs anything?
Before we split, I just wanted to take a sec to be like to Amanita, I apologize for hurting this thing, but I couldn't risk it hurting my children, and I hope you understand that like I care about how you feel about these things. I couldn't have it hurting my children.
And I just didn't want to die.
Death is one of the most beautiful parts of existence. Without it, there couldn't be life.
I completely agree.
It'll come for us all.
And I hope it does for me one day, you know?
Beast the bad guy? That was so threatening. It'll come for us all.
All right.
Oh, scary.
So are we taking like a short rest?
Well, I think we'll start to end here. You guys go do whether you split up to go do things. I think you said you wanted to go home. Probably tell your kids you're gonna be out.
Yeah, they came to visit, and now I gotta go.
Go find a witch. How are you gonna explain that one?
I'm just gonna go put in a leave of
frankly,
absence at work because I don't know how long this is gonna take.
I mean, ideally
Sorry,
you're
Greg.
back for dinner. But yeah, so I think as we all we zoom out as you all leave the office, and kind of look at the village, and then the camera like looks over at the forest, and then we zoom into the forest to see this this hut, this log cabin in the middle of a very dark wood.
So Amanita and Moral are going the other way with little handkerchiefs on sticks.
They're fucking out of here.
Buddy. And yeah, as we kind of like ominously zoom in, you hear like pounding on the other side of the door, like someone trying to get out desperately.
Oh, cool.
And that's where we'll end today.
This is the thing, isn't it? This is always the thing.
Yay!
That's fun.
Cool.
This session has been emotionally damaging for me. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Thank you for tolerating it. Cool.
I love a little cutscene. That's so fun.
Yeah. Cool. So, hey.
That's you, Bees. Oh, you're
It
frozen.
is.
Oh no, you're not.
No, I'm just. Hi.
Motionless.
Hi there. I'm Bees. I play Amanita. I really dislike mushrooms, like a lot, and I thought it would be funny to play a mushroom person that is the Circle of Spores druid, which is really stupid in retrospect. I'm on the internet, most places as Bonbeesly, but not on Twitch right now because I thought I was funny. I make dice and other gaming accessories. You can find my Ko-Fi, Goblin and Bees. Not related to this goblin. It's coincidence. That's my cat.
I am Bee's cat.
Here's my D&D dating profile. Nice to meet you. Next. I'll toss it to Blur. I don't know.
Blur, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BlurBay. I just play a variety of games. Sometimes I'll do like karaoke or draw or something. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm sorry. I'll get more into this once I get more comfortable because it's been a really, really long time. But yeah, I also like paint minis. I have a bunch that I need to paint. And I need to get back into rock climbing because COVID kind of killed that for a bit. And yeah, I don't like wet socks.
That's weird.
I'm looking at my thing. I'm like, I don't like wet socks. It's gross. It feels weird.
I will say, between you, Blur, and Goblin, I have reinstalled Elden Ring.
Nice. I'm stoked you're playing that, Blur. It's so fun.
No.
Yeah.
Are you going to stream it too?
Yes. Let's do a big PvP thing. It'd be so fun.
Oh, I would love to.
Gosh. Oh no.
Right.
I don't like PvP. It's okay.
I've never done it.
Justin.
Hello, Justin, you're up.
Hi, I'm just a guy named Justin. I don't really do things on the internet very much. I used to make sketches. I'm like a filmmaker. You can go to youtube.com/gritsmore to see stuff I've done. Yeah. Oh, my dog's barking.
That was like a sleep bark.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's the bark that
Amanita was doing.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Goblin. I play Bloom the Wiggle Bard. And I am on Twitch. You can find me on all social media at Goblinmonkk with 2 Ks. I'm a variety video game streamer. Right now we're playing Elden Ring. It's so much fun. And yeah, that's me. Again, not affiliated with Goblin and Bees, although, you know, I love bees, so we can be Goblin and Bees.
One day we can be inefficient together.
Maybe we could get married. I don't know. That's me.
Yeah, so thank you all for joining us on this weird adventure. Yeah, I think it went pretty well. I didn't expect you guys to talk to the thing, so that was neat.
Got him.
Yeah.
And also, thank you, Rourke, for GMing. You're the best. That was really awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right.
Thanks. I'm just glad it seemed like you were having fun.
I was.
That's all that matters.
I was too.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess for people who don't know, this is my channel, Rourke 2, and yeah, I'm just happy to have such a great group of D&D people. So
Total nerds.
Total nerds.
That's us.
Yeah. I think that's it. Next week we'll be playing again, I believe. In case unless something comes up, but I look forward to it.
We aim in for 5 next week.
Yeah, we'll probably start a little earlier and end a little earlier. Sorry to Blur for going this late. I was like, we should probably wrap it up about 9, and then we just got into a big conversation about
an unexpected one.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this isn't a great place to end this, but I've been anyway. But yeah, Thank you all for being here. Don't forget, love yourself, love each other, and I'll talk to you at a different time. Okay, bye.